Hola, mi loves. It's your girl Clementine from Big Empress Energy, sending you beautiful, bountiful blessings. Stay open to receiving them. Mm. Yes, my loves, we are coming upon a very pivotal season, marking halfway through the astrological year, honey. All right, we are entering into Libra season. Libra season starts the same time that we had the equinox, which is autumn equinox on the northern hemisphere. It's going to be spring equinox on the southern hemisphere. Okay, so for that equinox, that balance of equal sun, equal night, okay, Libra is the scales, balance, harmony, relationships are coming in, okay? Are coming in and going out depending on your sign. And we are going to be going into the details, the themes, the transits, what to expect, and giving the horoscope based off your rising sign. Okay. And to know your rising sign, you have to know what time you were born. Okay. You just have to know that. If you don't know what time you were born, you just put your sun sign on the rising. Okay. So it's the same thing as any other astrology read. You know, if you're looking for your sun sign, they're giving you based off your rising sign, or they're putting your sun as your rising. So take it as it is. If you know your sun, your moon, your rising, you can watch all of them. Okay, I will be going into all 12 signs. Okay, and this is a very lucky new moon, okay, because it's going to be opposing Jupiter. There will be some tension with that opposition, but there will be some coming together, some compromise, okay? So that's really beneficial to look forward to. So yeah, no, on this new moon, I am not doing the collective candle Reiki. We're doing it for the equinox, okay? Piggybacking off of the last time we did it for the equinox in March, okay? This is a very pivotal time in our astrological year. And as we are entering cardinal season, this is a beautiful time to plant new seeds for new beginnings. So if you do it on the equinox, do it on the equinox. You could also do it on the new moon. Not my Reiki, but you set your intentions, okay? I would recommend to do it on the equinox, okay? Because it's equal, baby. And it's the start of something. It's the start of the season. That's why we're doing our beautiful, bountiful blessings activation, okay? And this does include a distance Reiki session, a private YouTube live, crystal sound bath and healing. We go into on screen energy healing as well. And then I finish with a collective tarot reading. Now, if you're busy that night and you can't catch it live, secure your spot and just watch it another day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whenever you want to. Okay. The day after the live, I'm going to be putting in a Reiki report, a message for each chakra. So it's filled with messages. It's for auric cleansing. We're going to be focusing on our solar chakra, our power, and our root chakra balancing. Okay. Everything. The foundation, okay, the root chakra. So if you're interested in that, secure spot on my website, bigempressenergyllc.com. You can also enroll for my new course, which is like a group mentorship, okay? Because I'm not teaching you one specific thing. It's not a course just to learn how to read the tarot or just to learn how to look at a chart. It ain't that, okay? It's the whole sauce, it's the bun, it's the patty, it's the cheese, it's the whole thing, okay? And we do have weekly lives. Most of the stuff will be pre-recorded, okay? And I'm going to be going into how to channel, how to develop your psychic gifts, and as well we're going to be going over astrology, how to read a chart, of course, and tying that into tarot, because a lot of people don't be knowing, okay, how we could read the tarot. And this is also astrology, honey, okay? We got Jupiter, and a whole new spread just came to me this morning, which is like blowing my mind. This course is channeled, so spirit is just dropping gems upon gems on me every day. It's like a whole new world I'm in. So I'm really excited to birth this course. That's the only thing I'm pregnant with, honey. Okay. This new course. So if you're interested in enrolling with that, secure spot on my website as well, bigempressenergyllc.com. And then if you don't want to go on the website, it's also on bigempressenergymykajabi.com. Okay. So let's get into this reading and see what it is that we need to know. Okay, now this is going to be an astrology based reading. So I'll be looking at the charts, looking at my notes, okay, to kind of give us, the themes. Okay, what we do know though is that this is Libra season. Okay, so partnerships, romance, decisions, balance are all themes. Harmony, relationships beyond your romantic relationships. This could be work relationships, platonic relationships, any kind of relationship is being highlighted. Law, judgments, legal contracts, all of these things that we also have to, maybe initiate because we are in cardinal air. All air signs are masculine energy. Okay. So this is a great season to do things. Okay. To get it started, to get the ball rolling on something and to not stop. Yes, Mercury is in retrograde, but are you going to let Mercury tell you what to do, baby? No, we're not. Okay. We're going to learn from Mercury. We're going to take our time with Mercury. We're going to slow down. We're going to make sure it's in alignment. But Mercury is going to be moving out of retrograde on October 2nd. Okay. And then it's going to go into its shadow period. We'll still feel the effects. But a lot of planets are going to be leaving out of retrograde as we move into eclipse season. Okay. We are a month away from eclipse season. Right now, the nodes are in Taurus and Scorpio. So Taurus and Scorpio energies or placements are really being activated, especially around the eclipse. There could be major fated moments coming up and just overall uncovering tension, moodiness, and all of those things when we have eclipse season about a month away. So let us prepare, okay, with this new moon in Libra, planting new seeds, okay? Planting new seeds maybe for our relationships. Planting new seeds to bring balance into our life, body, mind, and spirit. Starting that legal paperwork, making things official, getting your LLC, getting a marriage certificate, divorcing, whatever it is, Libra season, if it has to do with the law, it's time to go ahead and do it. Okay. So know that as well. Let me get my notes. Okay, my notes, baby. What is you talking about? The thing about me is I'm a Gemini rising, so my screen, my desktop is like it's everywhere. Okay, there's a lot going on in my head, in my computer. We have a million tabs open. Okay, so let's see. This full moon, I mean, this new mira. This new moon is at 2 degrees, okay? 2 degrees, why am I talking like that? It's at 2 degrees, okay? And this is at 5:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so wherever you are, adjust to your time. If you're on the West Coast, it's 3 hours earlier. Your mountain time, maybe 2 hours earlier. Listen, I ain't a clock, but it's at 5:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And another thing to note, like I told y'all, is 2 degrees. Okay. This is happening at a Taurus degree. So we may be reevaluating our values, balancing out our values. Okay. Taurus rules over, food, money, our resources, our material resources, also feeling that confidence within your skin. Okay. So these could be certain like themes as well coming up with this moon because it is at that Taurus degree. We may also need to ground ourselves. And with Jupiter opposing the moon, this is actually going to be, it could be in some charts, okay, good for money. Money, 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 honey, money, abundance, money making magic, and all of those things. Venus is going to be the ruler of this new moon because it's in Libra, and Libra is ruled by Venus. Venus, the planet of beauty, okay, as well as relationship and our values. Okay, so this is a very Venusian new moon, especially at that 2 degrees, which is a Taurus degree, because Taurus is the 12th sign. Okay, follow me, honey. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Okay, so very much giving abundance, very much giving also resources, food. Okay, so maybe people are going to start eating new foods, being on a new diet. Okay, maybe you're going to set up a new system to manage your money. Okay, or you're going to do something new to improve your self-esteem, your self-worth. Okay, and that does include beautifying maybe yourself or your space. Okay, because when our space, when we look good, we're going to be better, just in general, more productive. Things will just flow easier. Now, this is an air moon, so a lot of mental activity is going to be happening, lots of thoughts. And with Mercury going retrograde, maybe even some miscommunication or frustration within communication, within getting your point across. Okay. So this new moon also maybe want to set an intention to be a better communicator, okay? To mean what you say and say what you mean, to use your words with intention, okay? It's very important. Now, the thing about Libra is that it is I like we be knowing it's the scales. It's about partnership. Okay. So it's not just about you and what you want. Compromise comes in with this Libra new moon. You have to compromise, and relationships take work, honey. Okay. Ain't all fun and rainbows and slip and slides. Sometimes you need to, it's about give and take. So give and take are going to be big themes. If you've been feeling like you've been giving too much, haven't been receiving enough, vice versa, whatever it is, this is major. Okay. People are going to be like, you know what? I give me. What are you giving me, honey? What are we doing together? How can we compromise? Now, that doesn't mean you have to sacrifice yourself. Sometimes when you sacrifice in relationships, you compromise yourself. And that's not what we're talking about, because then the balance isn't going to be there. Okay. The scales are not going to be tipping. They're going to be tipping in one way. And then eventually when the eclipse comes, it's going to be knocked down. Okay. Whether it's the eclipse that we're going to have in Scorpio season or the one in Taurus season. So make sure that compromise is cool, but sacrifice, just don't sacrifice yourself. Just don't sacrifice what's important to you. Don't sacrifice your foundation. Okay. Because you're going to regret it. And the eclipse is going to knock that over. Okay. So know that too. So, something that we're going to be talking about on all the horoscopes, and it's very important. Now, listen. Woo! I'm going to tell you, Mercury is moving in out of Libra, moving into Virgo. So around this time, Mercury is back pedaling, moving over Venus, which is the ruler of this full moon. Oh, I mean, this new moon. I keep saying that it's the Mercury. Okay, it's the ruler. So a lot of relationship issues going to be coming in. Okay, things from things that maybe were hidden as well, with it going back away. Okay, because it was with the sun. Now it's going away from the sun. Now it's going the opposite direction of the sun. So something is going to become hidden. All right. So with this, energy here, we're going to go into it in the chart a little bit more, like in the horoscopes, in the specific horoscopes. But we have Mercury switching again. Okay, so whatever it is with the Virgo energy, maybe we have to focus more on our work, on our health, being clear with, our expectations, also revisiting our schedule. Then the new moon is opposite Jupiter. So the moon and the sun are going to be directly 180 away from Jupiter, so they could see each other. Oppositions are usually tense aspects. Okay, they could be harsh aspects, but they're the aspects that challenge you to change. They're the aspects where we have growth. Now, Jupiter being the largest planet, that's why we call it the planet of expansion, because it's so big. Plus, this expansion can lead to luck. But on the other side of luck can be laziness, can be overindulgence. Okay. So we may have to find the balance between, what it is that we completely want, and also making sure that we're not being lazy or just thinking that things are going to flow easily. We don't have to do anything. I talked about this yesterday too. Thinking you don't have to do anything because you manifested or you light a candle, but you're not following it up with actions. Ain't nothing going to happen. So don't just think that things are going to come easily. With the opposition, you have to rise to the occasion. You have to see the other side and compromise with it. Okay. Now, this could be bringing in more money making opportunities. This could be also, more indulgent opportunities too. So maybe people were just ODing on something, like I don't know why I'm seeing someone getting fillers and they're getting too many fillers, okay, or they getting Botox is too much, okay. So make sure you're not overdoing it, because Jupiter could be OD. They could overdose, okay, with that energy. Let's see what else is going on. Okay, Libra also brings in the energy of making a decision. Okay, so at this new moon, we may be needing to make a decision. With Jupiter, is to go big or go home. but we may be needing to make a decision. Libra gets a bad rap for being indecisive, but it's only because they see both sides, okay? Just like their sister Gemini, okay? Because Gemini is also an air sign. So you see both sides. So when you see both sides, it could be hard to decide, right? So when this decision comes up, make sure that it's a decision that's going to be helping you to expand. Okay. Make sure it's a decision that aligns with your beliefs, okay, as well. Make sure that this is a decision that makes you feel like you are, going to be growing and in a new way. Don't stay in your comfort zone. Don't get lazy. Don't get also Jupiter low frequency could be ungratefulness. Okay, your ingratitude, not Cupid's. All right, so let that one go. I also wrote down with the Libra energy, with the partnerships, we're going to be needing to be mindful of those that check on you. You see them in your story views. They check on you, but they don't check in with you. They don't actually build that relationship, that interpersonal relationship. That is what this Venus energy is about. Also, like enemies or haters around you will be exposed. Okay, haters around you, people who are close to you but they have a little bit of resentment around you, that will also be coming uncovered around this Libra season. Now when we're talking about this new moon, it's a 28-day cycle, and whatever you manifest around the new moon, first of all, you're going to take the whole 28-day cycle to kind of see exactly what this new moon is showing you. Then in 6 months, when we have the next equinox, when we back in March, when we're in Aries season, we're going to see how these things manifested, okay? How our intentions manifested. So have patience with that as well, knowing that these moon cycles are not just for a day, 2 days, 3 days. It's a cycle, honey, okay? So yeah. Um when we have the new moon, though, you definitely want to try new things. You want to isolate, you want to spend some time in prayer, meditation, quiet time, solitude is really important. So good. All right, let me, so what else I want to talk about? I think that's it. Okay, let's get into the horoscopes. Let's get into the signs and see what it is for each specific sign. Again, this is a rising sign. If you don't know your rising sign, go with your sun sign. Okay, if you know both, get both. Okay, listen to both. After I do my live, I will be putting the timestamps, okay, in the description box, unless one of you lovely souls does it before I do it, which I highly appreciate. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's see what it is that we need to know. Okay. Aries risings, Aries sun, Aries energy. This new moon is happening in your seventh house. Okay. So you could be setting new intentions based upon seventh house themes. Now, the seventh house rules over partnerships, relationships. Okay, law, okay, but it seems like you guys are just expanding on people in your life that can be able to help you, okay, that can assist you, maybe even if you don't have a partner, or you don't feel like you have a good support system, you can also be wanting to set new intentions for meeting people in alignment with you, okay. um Also, if you have any legal things that you need to take care of, any contracts, okay, that you have to do, this is the new moon to set the intention to maybe find a good lawyer, find a new, maybe, if you're dealing with relationships, having problems with relationships, maybe a therapist, okay, maybe if you're really busy with work, an assistant, okay, you need people on your side. Your people sector is expanding, okay, and Jupiter is in your first house. Okay, so like the opposition is happening in your first house. So you're having a sort of new rebirth, in essence, because your first house is your house of self, is your house of personal identity. And with Jupiter transiting that, you want to kind of maybe change your identity, expanding your identity. And part of that could also be piggybacking off of another person in your life, making sure you have that back and forth, because that Libra energy is important. All the energies are important and bring each other back into harmony. Okay. And Mercury is moving from your seventh house of partnerships back into your sixth house. Okay. So you may be also needing to get your schedule back in order, making sure too that you have been keeping up with your health, mental health, spiritual health, physical health, especially with it going back into your sixth house. There could be hidden issues around your health too, coming to your awareness. Like maybe you've been falling off on the health journey and you have to get back into it. You may get some news about your health too with that coming in. You might be revisiting old health issues or old daily habits that maybe you're wanting to change or transmute. Let's see. I also feel like some of you guys may be wanting to change. Okay, maybe you're wanting to change the way that you work or change how you work, change the effort, the energy, and the attention you give to work. Some of you guys will be wanting to maybe start a side business or moonlight. Okay. Yes, Jules, Indigo Rain. Thank you for this beautiful painting. It is just literally giving me life. Shout out to you for sending this beauty and channeling this. Okay, you channeled this magical piece into my life. I just love it so much. Thank you so much, my love. I really appreciate it. Both of these are from people who follow me, and I'm just so grateful for you artists and all the beautiful people who channel artwork, channel music, channel all of those things. I really appreciate it. Okay, so yes, thank you guys so much. But do it, you guys. Okay, focus on your business. Okay, focus on your task. With Venus is the rule, is a ruler of the new moon, and Venus being in your sixth house, this is a focus for you. Okay, and making sure that your relationships with work or your coworkers is clear. You guys have open communication and all of those things. You're not holding resentment upon those people. Now we're going to be getting into Taurus. Okay, Taurus, this new moon is happening in your sixth house. Okay, thank you. Taurus is happening in your sixth house. Taurus rising, Taurus sun, whichever one you want to listen to here. New moon in your sixth house. This is your house of health, your house of daily habits, schedules, routines. Okay, so, with this, you might be setting new health goals. You might be making yourself a new schedule. You also may need to compromise with people at work or compromise with people you see on the day to day basis, okay? Because Libra energy is bringing in that compromise. Jupiter is in your 12th house, okay? So it's opposite the sixth house in the 12th house. So it's hidden. You know, Taurus are the people right now who are going ghost, who just want to be in a cave. They want to be alone. They don't really have time for you guys because they busy reading a book. They're busy praying. They're busy meditating. They're also maybe busy, you know, focusing on their health, going to the gym more, or maybe with Jupiter there, they want to travel more. They want to study more, but by themselves. They don't want distractions. You want to isolate yourself from distractions. Okay. So with that 12th house energy, because the 12th house is hidden, you may be hiding. Okay, you know, you ain't picking up them phone calls, you ain't texting back on time because you need that time for yourself to regroup, to recoup, to check in with your health. And Mercury is also here, and mira, Mercury is moving from your sixth house, okay, to your fifth house. So you guys could also be getting really good ideas for creative projects. Okay. Maybe some of you guys also are exploring having children or fertility, planning children. Okay. Too. Or maybe with this opposition, some of you guys could also be having friends that could be pregnant as well, or hearing about your friends getting pregnant. with this mercurial energy too, you could be having miscommunication with, with children. Maybe your children and you are button heads. You could be having miscommunication too with romantic partners or people that you're on a project with. Okay. So with this, take that time for yourself to isolate and make sure that what you're saying you mean and you're meaning what you say. Okay. Um, some of you guys, your partners may just, or your best friends or people close to you may just feel like you're not giving them enough of your time, or they miss you, or they want to be around you and everything like that. Um, pero you need to be clear with your boundaries. You need to be clear with your self-care. And no, your self-care isn't selfish. Taurus, you're at this point in your life where it's like, you know what? The most important thing to you is your mental, physical, spiritual health. If y'all not in alignment with that, I don't know. It's cut, cut, cook. Like, we don't have time for that. Okay. No time for that. Okay. But I do feel like this could be a very creative time, like the time that you're spending by yourself, or the time that maybe you're daydreaming or you're sleeping. Okay, with Jupiter, the 12th house of dreams, you could be getting really good ideas, okay, that you are being called to explore, to bring life to. And some of you guys are going to be learning a new craft. Okay. Gemini. Gemini, this new moon is in your fifth house. Shout out to my Gemini sun, Gemini rising, Gemini placements. What's popping? Gemini, this is in your fifth house of fun, fifth house of creativity, fifth house of children, fifth house of also being seen, okay? Being very vulnerable, being very authentic, being very, very creative, okay? And also like wanting the spotlight. So Gemini's, yeah, like y'all want to be seen at this point, or you're setting the intentions to be seen. People maybe been sleeping on you and you about to wake them up. Hello, it's time to wake up. We got a Gemini in the building. Obviously, you can see that, yeah, it's happening. Also, fifth house brings romance. Romance, honey. So some of y'all gonna be getting some very romantic gestures, or maybe you're gonna be finding new love, okay, new romance, or just new passion. Okay, passions are in the fifth house. Passions that could be creative or sexual or sensual. So if you are single, maybe you want to set that new intention to find a lover who's going to give you everything you need. If you're in a relationship, maybe you want to rekindle your romance, okay? If you want to channel this energy creatively, this could be putting your heart and soul in a new project, or maybe just planning to have children or expand on your children, expand on your home. Okay, but set that intention here. Now, this is actually really beneficial for Gemini because this is actually making a beneficial aspect to your ascendant. Okay. So, Gemini, you're very fertile. You want to use protection, honey. Okay. Maybe you also want to launch a passion project or launch some creative idea, like I'm doing with my Activate Your Big Empress energy. This is going to be very, very beneficial because it's going to be smoother for you to do it. It's going to be like, this is the time for me to do it. Ain't no more waiting around. This is the time, okay, to put your passion in action with that trine to your ascendant. And Jupiter is opposing in your 11th house, your house of friends, your house of community. So you could be having some good parties you need to go to. Maybe you feel like you're not in the mood to go, but you go, you're going to have a good time, most likely. You also may be having a lot of news coming in from your friends. Your friends are doing this, they're getting married, they're having kids, they moving, they got a new house, whatever it is. Your friends are very busy and active in Libra season. So make time to, with your friends, balancing out your passions and your friends and your romance. But Gemini, this is a very good move for you. Okay. Okay. Let's see what else I want to say. Mercury retrograding from your fifth house back to your fourth house. So there could be some home issues at home. Maybe you're going to be spending more time at home, working from home, or you're going to have ghosts from your past, people you grew up with coming up in your dreams, coming up. Maybe you're out on the streets, you're at a party, you see somebody you haven't seen in a long time. Okay, so bringing your attention back into your home, maybe as well family. Could be having miscommunication with your family, or your family needs more time from you than usual. You need to give back to your family, or people who feel like family. But Gemini, Mars is in your first house. It's going to be there for 7 or at least 6 more months. This is giving you motivation to, put the passion into those projects. Okay. This is giving you motivation to be romantic. This is giving you motivation to maybe be bold and have kids. Okay. Whatever it is for you. Why we keep talking about kids though is because Jupiter brings children sometimes. So that's why a lot of the signs, there could be some energy of children, or literally if it's not a child, it's a passion project or something that you're birthing into the world, some potential. But I do believe with that Mars in your first house, it's going to be very beneficial. If you want to make more money, it could be through collaborations, through your community, okay, through your friends, collaborating with friends, collaborating with people in your community to make more money, okay. Two heads are better than one, okay, with this energy, Gemini, if you're looking for Cancer rising, Cancer sign, get whatever you want, okay. Cancer, this new moon is happening in your fourth house. Okay. So the fourth house rules over home and family. You guys could be wanting to get a new home. Okay. There could be a new addition to your family. There could be something you're doing that is going to be more comforting to you. You guys could be feeling very emotional. ¿Por qué? Because the moon is in your fourth house. The moon likes to be in the fourth house, but it's also nostalgic. Okay. And this is also going to be activating, that your Cancer house, your rising, okay, with it being in your fourth house. So I feel like there's going to be a pull though, because we have Jupiter in your 10th house, in your house of career. So Cancer is being pulled between their home and their career, or they're busy with home. They have so many things to do with home, but then they also have so much to do for their job. So you need to kind of blend the two of them. Maybe you're going to have family helping you while you're at work or something like that. Maybe family is going to just help center you and ground you while you get through these next big chapter in your career. But yes, some of you guys too, with this fourth house, you could be moving or manifesting a new home as well. Maybe you're getting a home office. But it feels like you're very busy here because Jupiter is in your 10th house for a year. So you're very busy with your career, with your work, being seen, being valued at your workplace or in your career, in your field. So, and Jupiter, it also rules your sixth house, which is the house of work. So you guys have to get very organized, okay? Or just let people help you in your family or who are close to you to help you organize, okay? Or maybe as well, some of you guys may just want to, again, relocate, get a new house. Mercury is retrograding from your fourth house to your third house. So communication is being highlighted, okay? Communication is being highlighted with your third house. It could be with your neighbors, someone in your neighborhood, with a sibling. Okay. There could also be certain car issues coming up as well, because Mercury rules over cars and it's moving into your car house. Maybe you want to, you need to get your car worked at, or something is going on with your car. Okay. Let's see what else. I feel like this new moon could be very emotional for you. So make sure that you are spending time at home and you're not just trying to be a workaholic. Okay. And also, like, if you want to do better at work, you need to have your home life together. And there could be tension in the home life, maybe with someone you live with or something like that, miscommunication. So you need to clear the air. Cancer, you need to work on communicating without getting so emotionally involved, without getting so emotionally disturbed, because emotions are going to be pretty heavy for you too. And you guys are good. You guys, Cancer just feels so much, okay? Especially during these new moons, full moons. Okay, Leo, this new moon is in your third house. Okay, so maybe Leo, you're getting a new car, or you need to put in an order for a new car. Third house again is cars, right? You also may be having a new book that you want to put out there, a new um something that new with communication. Maybe you want to start communicating in a new way. Okay. With this being in Libra, relationships, communicating in relationships in a new way. Maybe some of you guys need to sign new contracts, okay? Because that Libra energy is bringing in contracts. Maybe you're signing a contract for a loan for something, for a car, or something like that. This is making an opposition to Jupiter in your ninth house, okay? Your house of travel, okay? Your house of publishing, your house of beliefs, okay? So some of you guys may be wanting to travel, or you want to get out your comfort zone. You want to go to a conference and meet someone somewhere, like meeting new people, like, because what I'm saying is like a conference, okay, or an expo, and then you go and you meet somebody and it could help you, this new person you communicate with. Communication, writing, speaking, expressing yourself. Maybe you're finding new ways to put that stuff out there. With Jupiter in the ninth house, okay, of publishing, maybe you're publishing a book. Again, maybe you're wanting to schedule or plan a retreat. You could also be feeling just more optimistic about the way you express yourself or the way you communicate. Okay? Um Hold on. I want to see something. Okay. And you guys are also going to be getting more creative. Okay. You guys are going to be getting more creative in your communication, the way that you express yourself. So be on the lookout for that, because the ruler of your ninth house is in your fifth house. Okay. For Leo risings. So that could be really good. Mercury is moving from your third house to your second house of money, resources, food. Okay. So you guys could be going back and asking your boss, or asking for a promotion, or putting a price on your offerings, putting a price on your projects. Okay. This is a good time to reevaluate your money, maybe how much you spend, how much you make. It could be a good moon, for setting that intention to make more money. Money could be coming in for you guys, Leo, as Mercury moves into your second house. Or you're changing your relationship with money, because Mercury has you rethinking situations. Have you been, spending too much? Have you been, not spending enough? Maybe you need to spend money on your, communication, on a publisher, on an editor, on a travel agent, something like that. But just make sure that you're not overdoing purchases with that Jupiter in the ninth house, because Jupiter might want you to spend more money. Just make sure it's in alignment, okay? Understand the assignment. Leo, I'm also seeing that your children are going to be expensive as hell. Okay, maybe if you have children, fees for your children, something that your children does, the price is going up. That just came to me. Virgo, this new moon is in your second house. Okay, Virgo. Virgo, like Virgo, you one of the main characters for this energy, because Venus, the ruler of this new moon is in your sign. So this is beautiful for you guys with this second house. You could be making new money, honey. Money's coming in, or you're working money magic. Okay. Maybe you're trying new foods. You're cooking new foods. You're having a taste for new foods. You want to get out of your food comfort zone. Also, Virgos are getting a new level of self-confidence, new levels of feeling, good in their skin, knowing their worth, okay? Because the second house is about your worth and your values, okay? Um and that Venus energy, Venus is in Virgo. So you're reevaluating your worth, okay? Because it's in your first house. So you're reevaluating yourself. You're realizing you're worth a lot more, maybe than the price is going up. Okay, all Virgos, the price is going up, baby. You expensive. You know that, Virgo? You expensive. Period. You might also see how you've been selling yourself short. Okay, how you have been selling yourself short is going to be like, damn, I play myself, but you know what, I'm still myself, so I can just realize it, recognize it, and reevaluate it, move on. Jupiter is in your 8th house. So this is your house of shared resources. Okay, this is your house of taxes, of inheritances. It's also a sexual house. So you guys can be feeling more sexual than usual. Okay, you guys could also be going over, your shared resources. Like, let's say you share a house with somebody, or you share money with somebody, or someone sharing money with you, whatever it is. That's up for review too, with this Jupiter being in your 8th house. You guys are going through a very spiritual year with Jupiter in your 8th house, and you could also be strengthening your knowledge of the occult or esotericism or anything like that, because that's also in the 8th house. Let's see. Let's see. Yo, I can never with the YouTube chat, honey. I can never with the YouTube chat. Okay, let me with the chart. Um, so Virgo, Mars is in your 10th house. Okay, so you're getting a lot of steam in your career. Virgos are gonna have a very passionate career. Something passionate is happening with your career and your passions are aligning. You're getting so many beautiful opportunities, maybe ones that you never thought were possible. So this is actually really good, but there's a lot of squares happening with that Mars energy, mutable squares. So you have to be adaptable, okay, Virgo. You also have to be assertive in your communication, okay, and very confident in your communication, the way that you express yourself, especially in your career, or just if with the world, because of it being in your 10th house. Mercury is moving from your 2nd house of money to your 1st house of self. So you could also be reevaluating. Maybe you want to spend money on your appearance, on your clothes, on your space, on your home. Okay, there could be an energy of just wanting to spend, or maybe even spending a lot of, maybe money. You want to get your hair done. I wouldn't do nothing really permanent while Mercury is in retrograde, because you might regret it. Okay, so don't do anything permanent, but maybe, if it's in your budget and you want to spend some money on, just feeling good, looking good, that could be really beneficial. Just don't do anything that's permanent. So that's you, Virgo. Virgo's going up a level, honey. Okay, Libra, this is your new moon. Happy birthday to my Libra. This is your season. This is your time. Libra, I love it here. Okay, Libra season, when we getting into it, okay, it starts tomorrow night, evening, actually. But anyways, moving on. Libra, this new moon is in your 1st house. So this is your house of self, your personal identity, okay? And it's opposite your 7th house. So it's like you versus the world. Okay. But with this energy, Libra, you may just be wanting a new look, honey. We know you care about how you look and everything like that. But you're tired of it. You want, as you are entering this new season, this new year of your life, you are adapting to a new style, a new vibe. So maybe, you've gotten rid of some clothes during Virgo season, you sold some clothes, you donated some clothes, donated some home decor that you no longer need, and now it's time to build it back up. Okay. So you might be setting new intentions for yourself also, your own personal goals, and not just about, oh, I'm going to make $10,000, your personal goals. Okay. Like, I'm going to wake up and pray every day. I'm going to wake up and write in my journal. At night, I'm going to pray. At night, just like I brush my teeth, I'm going to say my affirmations. Those types of goals, Libra, that you need to make for your own personal identity, for your own personal self. It's not for anybody else in the world, but it's for you. And when you show up as your best and higher self, it's going to improve your relationships, where Jupiter is. So Jupiter is expanding your relationships. And you guys here are going to be maybe expanding, your circle, who you hang around with, changing some people, swapping some people out for other people. Okay. Pero yeah, that's going to be very, very important. You guys are also going to have to communicate with your partners, maybe as well communicating with, siblings, family members, something like that. The ruler, okay, Jupiter rules over your third house. Okay. So you also could be getting um communication with neighbors or siblings or stuff like that, getting communication about maybe short-term travel, okay, or a car. Mercury is moving from your first house to your 12th house, okay? So your 12th house is the house of hidden things, of undoing, okay? Of dreams. So you could be getting very vivid dreams when Mercury moves back into your 12th house. You could also be wanting to, just kind of avoid certain things, because when Mercury is such a mental planet in that 12th house, it could be giving you sort of like a lot of worries or something like that. So you want to make sure you're not projecting those worries, and that you're not putting illusions, like you're not worrying for illusions. Worry could be a prayer for the worst. Okay. And as Mercury moves into your 12th house, you could be also needing to really talk about certain things that are uncomfortable. Talk about the hidden things. Talk about the things done in the dark. Talk about your self-sabotage. Talk about your addictions. Talk about the things that you do to get in your own way. Because Mercury is talking and the 12th house is the undoing. Okay. It's your shadow side as well. It's your addictions. It's the way you escape. It's the way you kind of wind down at the end of the day with Mercury. And you might want to like reach for your self-soothers or your coping mechanisms more, because Mercury is in your 12th house. Okay. And that could just be giving you just nervousness. Now, your ruler, Venus, okay, is in Virgo. Okay. So that's your 12th house. So don't do anything on the beauty level that again is permanent. Okay. Because again, you might want to change your mind, because it's 12th house. It's like you think you want it, but you can't see clearly, baby. It's a fog. So don't do anything that is permanent on your appearance. Don't go get a tattoo. Don't go cutting your bangs. Okay. Just get a cute outfit. Okay. Then get a cute table, like altar. Do something like that. Also, with this energy of Mercury in your 12th house, you may need to be communicating your boundaries, being very upfront, saying what you mean what you say, Libra. Okay. But it's going to be good for you, though. Don't worry. Uh, I feel like you guys are going to have more people at your birthday party than usual, stuff like that. Libra is like you have so many people that you have to cater to. You have so many people in your life. Your circle is growing, okay? We got Scorpio. Scorpio, this new moon is happening in your 12th house. Okay? So we're getting ready for the eclipses in Scorpio. How much fun. This is so fun. Okay. So before it's your season, Scorpio, with the sun in your 12th house, okay, the new moon in your 12th house, it's time to rest. Okay, so don't overbook yourself. It's time to isolate. It's time to reconnect with your spirituality. Maybe at this point, you also may be, getting a lot of downloads in your dreams. Maybe you want to recalibrate spiritually. Maybe you might be getting a spiritual counseling, spiritual reading, Reiki healing, and anything that has to do with the spirit. Okay, is getting highlighted at this point. You guys are going to be maybe wanting to get new crystals. Okay, read books, stay home, relax, anything like that. 12th house is also the house of ending. So Scorpio, you guys are ending a lot of things. Okay, maybe your relationships are ending. Maybe the way you approach certain relationships is ending. Some of you guys could be leaving behind jobs, leaving behind, relationships, leaving behind homes, whatever it is. It's like the 12th house, the cycle is completed at that point. Okay, so know when it's time to walk away. Jupiter is expanding your 6th house. Okay. So this is your house of work. There could be certain changes in your work. You could be growing at work. You could be like getting promoted at work, or just being very valued, being seen. You could be the life of the party at work, very optimistic at work. People like love that energy about you. With that, or you're just good at what you do. Okay. Simply you're good at what you do. And the ruler, okay, of Jupiter is your 2nd house. So I do feel like there's could be some money making opportunities coming up. Maybe you won't make the money in Libra season, but you'll get the payout in Scorpio season. You'll get the payout eventually. Some sort of energy here with that. And then Mercury is moving from your 12th house to your 11th house. Okay. So with that, 11th house is moving into your house of, community, of humanitarianism. Maybe you guys are wanting to give back to others. Okay. You're needing to also maybe reevaluate the people in your community. Do they fit your community? Are they in alignment with your values and your goals? Some of you guys could also be closing out old relationships. Okay. Venus, who is the ruler of this new moon, okay, is also ruling over your 7th house of partners and open enemies. Okay. So you guys may be needing to have some certain conversations or hard conversations with your partners or people who are around you that have a little bit of that haterade. Open enemies are enemies that you see day to day. When your mama is a little bit aggy towards you, or your best friends throwing shade at you, those are your open enemies. Okay. So with miscommunication, it could be miscommunication in your partnerships, miscommunication in your friendships. Okay. Needing to have, strong boundaries. Some people could also be very feeling very moody as well with this transformation. You guys are also going to be having exes and people from your past reaching out to you because of that Mercury going back into your 11th house. Okay. And all this energy in your house of partnerships, with Venus rules your 7th house. So if you are in a partnership and then somebody reaches out to you, make sure you are clear. You're not doing anything in the dark. You're telling your partner, Mira, my ex reached out to me. My ex is trying to hit it. I just heard something so funny, but I'm not gonna say it, but it was so funny. But yeah, you guys, keep it real in your communication with your partners. When your exes come back, clear them out. Don't ignore them, don't ghost them, because with that 12th house energy, you guys are closing cycles. That's why exes could be coming up more for you, or people from the past could be coming up more for you. Okay. So Scorpio, you guys are really closing out major karmic cycles right before the eclipse season happens. Okay. So clear the air, have the communication. Okay. Um, Venus is in your 11th. Okay. Trining Pluto. So that's actually powerful. This is very, very powerful energy with Pluto. Could be coming in, powerful conversations, powerful, ways of communicating with people. Sagittarius. Saggies, this new moon is happening in your 11th house. So that's beautiful for you guys. Okay. It's really beautiful for you guys because with it being in your 11th house is your house of, your organizations and community. And so you guys could be setting new goals for yourself because it's also the house of hopes and dreams. So, Sagittarius, you need to set new goals. You may also be making new friends. You could be getting new luck opportunities, new invitations to go hang out with collective groups or community or go to a party. You could be spending more time with friends too. Okay, Sagittarius, you could be spending some more time with friends. This new moon is also opposite Jupiter in your 5th house, which is a fertile house. Okay. So you guys could be at that point where, pregnancy is coming up. You're talking about pregnancy, or if this is not a literal child, this is a creative birth. You're giving birth to something that you are bringing from the void into this reality, but it is very fertile. So Saggies, you guys also need to use some sort of protection if you ain't trying to take it there. Cause yeah, that new moon is a new baby, okay? It could be. It could be. Jupiter is in your 5th house, expanding your house of creativity, okay? And that's actually kind of beautiful. You could be expressing yourself in new ways, okay? Could be expressing yourself in new ways. Babe, stop distracting me. Oh my God. I gotta focus. But you guys, Sagittarius, okay, let me see. Let me look back at this stuff. This is also going to be very positive. All right. This new moon is very positive for you guys. Mercury is moving from your 10th to your 11th. No. Oh my God. It's moving from your 11th to your 10th. I can't. I'm just gonna stay focused on this. Mercury moving back to your 10th house. You might be revisiting certain things in your career. There could be a lot of things happening at work for you. Okay. Especially there's these T squares happening. Okay. So you guys are also needing to be more, flexible and adaptable. Like you guys already are pretty flexible and adaptable. So there could be a lot of like sort of plan Bs that you need to make, plan Cs, plan Ds. Okay, Mercury moving into your 10th house. There could be miscommunication going on in terms of work, in terms of career, and stuff like that. Okay. But you guys are very busy at this point. Let's see what else. You missed your reading, babe. Your reading was a while ago. Okay. That was just like 5 minutes ago. But anyways, let's see. You guys could also, with this energy of Mercury moving into your 10th house, be revisiting projects from the past, maybe projects that got, put to the side. I know there's a word for it, but I can't think of it at this point. Projects that have just been pushed to the side. Now with Mercury retrograde, you're wanting to kind of go over it. Okay, there could be miscommunication at work, at your workplace. So make sure that you're being very clear with your communication as well. But all in all, Sagittarius is a very positive moon for you guys. Okay, as long as you can balance out all the stuff that you have going on at work, you don't make any, you could be very fertile at this time as well, Saggies. So be mindful of that too. And I do also feel like you guys at work are going to be you guys are going to have like some of the best ideas or the most creative ideas. And if if you are your own boss or something like that, you could be birthing some sort of new and like beautiful project. Okay. And if you're not, if you work in a career, your coworkers are going to be valuing your personal style or your insights, your takes on certain things. Capricorn, this new moon is happening in your 10th house. Okay, so your 10th house is again that house of career. So you guys are getting new recognition in your career. You guys could be making or just planting seeds for a new career. Planting seed. I know y'all love to hear this too, right? Because you're Capricorn. Planting seeds for a new career, planting seeds for a new opportunity or wanting to get a promotion. Okay. But with this energy, this new moon is squaring your ascendant. Okay. So you could be feeling very busy or like your energy is being, taken everywhere. Okay, Jupiter is opposite the 10th in the 4th. So a lot of home attention is needed. Okay, the house needs your attention, or maybe you're feeling out of place, misplaced, displaced, houseless. Okay, some of you guys are needing to move, or you just recently moved, or you want to move. You feel like you've outgrown your house, you've outgrown your space. Okay. And it's time to move. Some of you guys, maybe you have to move back home, back in with your family or where you used to live, maybe back to your hometown. But the home is highlighted with that Jupiter energy opposite the 10th. You guys are very busy, again, like I said, with that career. So you could be trying to balance career or work and home. There is that T square, okay, again, happening to your Cap ascendant. So this could also, you could be feeling very short tempered. You could be feeling very emotional, easily agitated. You could be feeling like, it's always something. It's always something with the Cap, like, is this and is this and is this and is this. Okay, but this is actually kind of beautiful because at this time you're going to be getting recognition in your career, or if it's not recognition in this month, the seeds that you plant are going to pay off in like 6 months in Aries season. So in Aries season you might get that new job. In Aries season you might get an opportunity or a promotion or something like that, an income raise, but you're feeling good about what you do for work, how you service the world. And Mercury is moving from your 10th house to your 9th house. And there is something, with that energy here that you're needing to communicate. Maybe you need to reevaluate your beliefs. You need to reevaluate, you change your beliefs when a certain piece of information is given to you. It changes your stance on something. You change your mind. Okay. Then we have Aquarius. Aquarius. This new moon is in your 9th house. Okay, your house of travel. Okay, your house of gurus, your house of publishing. So maybe Aquarius, you have a travel bug. You want to go traveling, you want to go exploring, you want to go see what else is out there. You're planning for a trip, you're planting a seed for a trip. Maybe you're planting a seed to go back to school or to learn something or to get some sort of mentor. Okay, but you guys are craving new information. You guys are wanting to study, wanting to learn. Okay, some of you guys are setting an intention to become published or to put your work out there in some way, maybe change up your marketing, email marketing or something like this. With it being in Libra, you need a partner to help you. You don't want to go on a trip by yourself. You want to do this with somebody else. You want to outsource, you want to hire a mentor. You want to spend certain money on a new education, on a new course, on a new class. Okay, maybe you want to get your own editor or something like this. You want to get someone who's going to help you market yourself better. Okay, this is a great time to do research. 9th house is really good for research, exploring, digging deep, all of those things. So if you want to, you want to travel, you want to go to a new place, make sure you're researching it now. You're researching it. Asking yourself, where do you want to go? What do you want to learn? If you want to study something, research it. This is making the opposition to Jupiter in your 3rd house. Okay, so this is your house of communication. But the house that Jupiter rules in your chart is going to be your 11th house. Okay. So there's someone in your community that can help you, someone in your friend group that can help you, or maybe even someone online, someone on social media, which is also that 11th house energy. Venus is going to be in your 8th house. Okay. So you guys could be going through some sort of a rebirth, okay? Or certain things are coming up around money, maybe money you spent, tax issues, like tax stuff that maybe you didn't realize, or anything that has shared resources, inheritances, is coming up that you didn't realize, because Venus is also money and it's in your eighth house of shared resources. So there could be something happening there, some sort of transformation, transforming your relationship with money, surrendering scarcity, something like that. You guys could also be butting heads with your family as well, because with this energy, you have Uranus in your fourth house, okay, in your house of home. That's not aspecting this Venus well, okay? So you could be feeling just annoyed with your family or your home life or just your home space as well. Mercury is moving from your ninth house to your eighth house, okay? So when it moves back into your eighth house, again, these shared resources are going to be telling you something, something that maybe was overlooked. Okay, so something could be coming back up. Eighth house also rules insurance. So maybe an insurance claim, or you need to get insurance about something, or your insurance expired, you need to redo your insurance. Okay. But yeah, pay attention to that: shared resources, taxes, insurance. Sex is also in this house too. So you guys couldn't be communicating about, what you need in the bedroom or anything like that. Realizing, what are your kinks and what you like, and making sure that you express that and your partner values that about you. Okay, Pisces. Pisces, this new moon is happening in your eighth house. Okay. So with it being in your eighth house, that is a house of transformation. Pisces is going through a lot. Okay, honey. Um, you might be transforming your relationships because it's Libra, right? You may also be wanting to isolate more, or you guys are doing shadow work because it's the eighth house. Karmic relationships could be coming up for you. Could also be feeling very sexual energy or wanting to do sex magic around this new moon. You could also just want to do magic in general because it's in the eighth house, your house of the esoteric realms. So maybe you guys are casting spells, setting your intentions, okay, for transformations, for some sort of rebirth. Um, let's see what else is here. Jupiter is in your second house. So it's the opposition. Jupiter is major in this, right? Because it's directly opposing our new moon. So with it being in your second house, your house of money and food and resources, this could be expanding your resources. Maybe you're also freaking hungry. You're so hungry, you want to eat everything that you see, Pisces. You could have the munchies, okay, around this new moon. You guys are maybe want to plan a nice dinner or cook a good dinner around that time. But yeah, maybe you're also expanding your shared resources with that second house, eighth house dynamic, because it's shared resources versus your own resources. Taurus is your personal resources. Scorpio is your shared resources. So money from other people. Okay. So you guys, Jupiter, Pisces could be making more money. Okay. You could be getting money through sex or money through the shadow realms, money again through other people. Mercury is moving from your eighth house to your seventh house, honey. So, with Mercury going into your house of relationships, you may need to set boundaries in your relationships. Make sure you're communicating clearly, effortlessly in your relationships. Okay. Um, Also, Pisces could be hearing from people from their past. Okay, with this energy, Mercury moving into your seventh house, people from your past, partners, exes, stuff like that could really be coming up too. Um, so pay attention to that as well. I also feel like you guys are taking this rebirth into your career. In some aspect, you want to kind of expand or you guys could be making more money with your career, or you want to expand your career or your namesake and just make more money off of it. Maybe this is even investing, all right, as well, making some smart investment moves to have your money working for you with Jupiter in your second house. And the ruler, Jupiter rules your 10th house, okay, your house of career. So it could be very expansive. Some of you guys could be leaving behind old jobs and starting new ones too. So be open to that transformation. Pisces, this 8th house energy, this new moon's all about the rebirth for you. It's all about the rise, the phoenix rising from the ashes. Okay. So that's everything. That's every sign. Okay. Thank you all for tapping in. Okay. Please like this video. If you're on Instagram, come back and like the video. Okay. Leave a comment. Okay. Share this on your page. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you want to participate in the equinox Reiki for beautiful, bountiful blessings, secure a spot on my website, bigempressenergyllc.com. This will include a sound bath, a group reading, a an on-screen energy healing, a Reiki report. So it's a lot. Okay. I also do a candle altar and post it the next day on Instagram. And if you're interested in my sort of group mentorship about activating your big Empress energy, you want to learn how to develop psychic gifts, channel better, and learn how to use astrology and tarot as tools, okay? Secure your spot on my website, bigempressenergyllc.com or bigempressenergy.mykajabi.com. It's mostly pre-recorded, but there will be weekly lives. If this was helpful for you, if you got something out of this, please make sure you leave a comment, again, like and everything like that. Let me know how you are expecting this new moon to impact you, what your sign is, and how you're feeling in this energy. Thank you guys all for tapping in, tuning in, sending you beautiful, bountiful blessings. Bye.